What's up, friends? Welcome to my channel, Collecting is Fun, where I show you that collecting is fun. And in this review here, I finally got it. I finally got Hudson. I know this is so old. It's an old figure, I know. It's been out for a long time, but I did mention in my other review for Lexington that I was almost done. I was almost done with my collection for the gargoyles. I don't have the Thalog. I don't have the Steel Clan. I don't have any of those. So those are the only two that I don't have in my gargoyles collection. Of course, they have that Sega Genesis version of Goliath, but I am not interested in that. But as far as my collection is concerned, the characters that I want, that I care about, I have them all. And I talked about how we don't really know what NECA is going to be doing now. We don't know how they're going to handle the Gargoyles line, if they're going to finish this, if they're going to continue it all in any way, shape, form, or fashion. But there are some other characters that we want to have. And I would like for NECA to finish this. I would like for them to continue on. But if they don't, I mean, look, I'm happy with my collection. I really am. I mean, if this is it, like seriously, if this is it, I'm proud. I'm proud to have what I have. Now, this particular one, Hudson, I said that I would get him at any point in time, whatever. I'm not in a hurry because I know he's easy to find. Well, my birthday came up. I don't know if it was for my birthday, it had to be for Christmas. It was a Christmas present. It had to be a Christmas present because the Christmas wrapping that the wrapping was all Christmas related, so it had to be my Christmas present. My birthday was on the 28th, so that, you know, but it was a Christmas present. And my friend, good old friend from high school, she gave this to me, and I'm like, God, I finally got it. I'm done. I am literally done with my Gargoyles collection. Is it bittersweet? I can't really say that, but it is so cool because, I mean, there's nothing to get right now. So it's kind of bittersweet. I would say that, yeah, because there's nothing else to get. There's really nothing else. I mean, it would just be like, I guess I'll get the Metal Clan for whatever reason. But again, of course, we all understand the issue, and that is the space. Do we have the space to hold all of these, especially with the big, huge wings? Which is why I've changed my setup, because I am definitely going to give him his full due and show his wings off. So, I'm going to take a look at the back, and let's see. Yeah, it just tells you about the gargoyles, frozen stone by day, and flesh winged warriors by night, so forth and so on. Those flesh wings, boy, leather wings, so forth, it's crazy. And so, yeah, all of these figures I have every one of the Rookery brothers here. Every one of them. And then I have Hudson. So it started off with all of these. Just these right here. It started off with Goliath, Demona, and, of course, the Rookery brothers and Bronx. And that's really cool right there to have that picture. So I got to change my setup. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, but I got to display the guy. I have to. All right. So we're going to open the packaging, and let's just take a look at it. See that? That's really nice, man. But we're going to take a look at this and see what all he has in here. And we're going to talk a little bit about Hudson and his history. All right. One moment. Okay, so here he is out of the packaging, and man, he looks good. He looks good per NECA, man. NECA does what they do what they do. They do an excellent job in giving us lifelike figures. These things look amazing. I say it every time I review a gargoyle figure, or almost every NECA figure, honestly. But they do an amazing job with the sculpting, man. It doesn't matter if it's the Defenders of the Earth. It doesn't matter if it's, Christopher Lee. It doesn't matter if it's Vincent Price. It doesn't matter. They do an excellent job with the sculpting. And these gargoyles, man, it's like they just said, hey, we're going to do our absolute best with these. And they have. I have not seen any kind of QC issue with the gargoyles. Maybe you have. If you have, oh, I hate it for you. You know, maybe it's your model. I don't know. Maybe it's something I missed. But I do love excuse me, I do love what they do with the Gargoyles figures. So let's take a look at what we have here. We got the nice pliable tail, which is definitely going to be used to hold this guy up, right? So that's cool. Nice pliable tail. Got the holes for bendy, breathing, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Nice little head sculpt. Look at that. Pretty gruesome. This is some heavy duty stuff, man. Pretty gruesome. He is like, for real. This is, would I have him like this? I don't know, man. Have him that being kind of like a grumpy old guy. He's not a grumpy old guy. He just kind of set in his ways because he is the OG, man. Like, they all got brought into our time because they were under a spell. And Xanatos, because he had the money to flex like that, took them above the clouds on top of his building. That castle, he took that castle on top of his building to break that spell. And, of course, his plans didn't go the way he wanted. Also, let's just talk about this guy right here. This guy, well, let's get to the minute. Let's get to the accessories first. We got his sword. Nice looking sword. It's a different one. Really different. I like it though. The attention to detail here. I don't know what all that means, but it's definitely old looking, and it looks almost official, like representing or reminiscent of something from back in his time. I don't know. So those of you who know about old timey symbols and such, feel free to chime in. We got a nice good claw hand. Don't mess with me, claw hand. I got you. I'll claw you in your face. Don't mess with me. Whoa. We'll get these wings out here in a minute. We got the nice relaxed, I'm trying to hold something hand. I guess this will be the sword holding hand, just like this one. But this two left hands. Excuse me, right hands. Two right hands. So this one is holding the sword. This one is holding something. He only got one thing to hold. That's what came in the packaging. There's nothing else in the packaging. It's just one sword. That's it. So I don't know what else he could hold. You can give him something else. Maybe put a cup in his hand, a bottle or something. Don't make him look like a drunkard. Don't do that. But put something in his hand to, maybe he's standing there talking to Vincent Price, and Vincent Price act like, hey, this is a regular thing for me because Vince was all about the horror and the creepy stuff. Or maybe they can all just share a drink with Dracula or something. Maybe they got some history. Him and Dracula. Him and Drake. Okay, that's kind of cool. I like that scenario. I like that storyline. Him and Dracula got some type of old school kinship. All right. Another claw hand, and this is definitely a goblet holding hand. You can't tell me this man ain't holding some type of goblet to drink. Who has it though? I don't know, because what's his name? Broadway has food. He has a drumstick, but this guy has a goblet. He is literally ready to drink. So you can definitely give him something. He got some ale or something that he needs to drink. Give it to him. He's got the Scottish accent. He doesn't talk like that. That's not that Scottish. He's like, almost Scottish pirate or something. I don't know, but that's him. I like his voice. His voice is cool. And then we get to beautiful, big, thick flesh wings. Ooh, my gosh. And you see he has the tattered wing because this man has been through a lot. He's been through a lot, so he doesn't glide too much because he's been through it. And he's like, look, I only glide when I need to. Only when I need to. And, I'm still spry, but he is the epitome of, I'm getting too old for this. He is Lieutenant Murtaugh from Lethal Weapon, saying, I am Lethal Weapon 4. I'm getting too old for, wait a minute, 3. Oh, shoot. Which one was that with Jet Li? Lethal Weapon 3 was... No, it was Lethal Weapon 4. God dang it. Whatever. He's the epitome of, I'm getting too old for this. He is Lieutenant Murtaugh. He is Ben Affleck Batman from the Snyderverse. We need Superman because I'm getting too old for this. That's pretty much what's going on. All right, so we'll take a look at this guy. Man. Let's do a little. Let me see if we can just do a little close up here on this guy. Yeah, that's nice, man. Let's zoom back out and just bring him closer to the camera. That's really nice. So he is the only one that wears clothes. Like full clothes, like shirt and pants. There are no other gargoyles that wear shirt and pants. Everybody just wearing the loincloth. That's weird to see that. That's something I don't want to see. I really don't. Let's complete this guy because that's weird. And put the holes to the bottom. Let's see. I hate to stick you like that, brother. Prostate exam or something, whatever you want to call it. Shoot, my bad. All right, it's in there. The thing about these things, they don't really pop. They just get in there. And some paint just fell off. It's all good. It's just the paint that we don't see. All right, there we go. So now you're going to help me. Yeah, now you can stand nicely with that tail. And some more paint just stripped. Okay, so yeah, articulate toes. A little rough. I mean, a little tough, I would say, to articulate the moment. You know, I've never heated up a NECA figure. You know, I might need to. But then again, these things kind of loosen on their own, I guess. I don't know. At least maybe in my environment. Knees don't bend that far. Look, there he is. So he's in like a... That's an interesting look for Hudson. Interesting look for him to be in. Pose, what have you. All right. But yeah, he's the only one that wears clothes. Everybody else wears just loincloths. And that's it. No clothes on this guy. Okay, I got his ball peg. It's kind of twisted. And I don't like that. You got to do extra stuff to get that thing twisted back. I don't like that. It's so nerve-wracking and annoying. They got to hold on to this and twist it just so it can look nice in front of the camera or what have you. Anyway, I'll just leave it like that. Not like I'm going to be doing much with that anyway. Then he's got the little shoulder pauldrons, whatever. Short. Dude. I mean, this man's got his shoulders protected. That's fine. Because trying to lift him all the way up, that's a fool's errand. That ain't happening. That ain't happening. Not with Hudson. This is, he's got limitations on that one. And the double jointed elbows, which is cool, just fine. Fisted. Okay, well, I didn't know that was going to pop off. But now I know. And knowing is half the battle. But there it is. If it does come off, you got the R right there, left, right, and the left. So let's see, let's pop this thing on. See if you can. Is it stay on? It better stay on. This looked like it just. Nah, man, you gotta stay on. Don't do this in front of me, in front of the camera, don't in front of the folks at home. Okay, so there you have it. It can pop off, and you just gotta be gentle. It will just pop off. It looks like it was glued in. It does. It did look like it was glued in. That's all right though. That's absolutely fine. Because you know what? All I gotta do is glue it back. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. And he's going to stay there. No one's going to know anything unless they take it off and go, oh, what happened? Like, I broke it. No, you didn't. You good. So, yeah, we can just glue that right back and be just fine. It fits right in there. It just doesn't fit snugly, like it doesn't pop or what have you. But there you go. So, is that a QC issue? Maybe. Maybe I was being too rough. But then again, I mean, his arm went up. So, it's not like it's not supposed to happen. His arm's supposed to go up in some way. You wouldn't know the limitations unless you try it. And just like his left arm just came out so easily. I didn't do anything. I just went up like this and just popped out. But there it is. Are we looking at QC's issues right here? Hudson, what's going on, buddy? What is going on? What is going on, man? Dude, I didn't mean to talk about your age like that, man. All right, so it's in there. It's just, ooh, sheesh. Man, y'all about to mess, man. Just talking you all up. Just talking to give you all this praise. And all of a sudden you want to give me this? But yeah, that's in there now. It's sturdy. But this part is not. So yeah, I just got to glue that. So there you have it. Fixed that right there on camera. Thought it was about to be something else, but it wasn't. We're going to leave. I was going to leave you off, but I'm not going to do that to you. You're going to stay on for the remainder. That's what you're going to be doing. Let's take a look at his face while we can. All right, so he's got the grump look. He's grumped. But then he's not really grumpy. He just got the little frumpy looking face. He's just looking like that. He's not really grumpy. He's just listening, looking, watching TV, chilling with Bronx. He ain't really mad. He's just, I'm in this time, this new time. I don't know what's going on. I really don't want to be here, but I'm here. I'm making the best of it, and I am enjoying my Columbo episodes. He's watching Judge Wapner. He's watching Matlock. He's watching good old Perry Mason. He's watching Run Smoke. What, Run Smoke? Whoa, that's a different project. My bad. Watching Gunsmoke. He's watching all these different projects here. This guy is watching the old stuff. John Wayne, probably, cussing him out or something. I don't know. Nah, he's not that kind of dude. But yes, good old looking, good old Hudson here. So again, these are limiting, so you're not going to do too much with it. You just pretty much are going to have him looking like he is ready to fly. And man, that's going to happen, man. That's going to be like that throughout the entire video right now. I can tell you that right now. So looking at how they have him posed on the box, they have his hands changed out to where he's just, he's got the face changed out. I mean, I got to change the head out too. I'm going to do everything for this guy. It's my last one. My last one. I got to do it. So I'm going to change that out. And then they also have him where he's just standing here with the sword. See, look at y'all, man. As soon as I move you, you want to do something crazy. Dude. All right, so you popped in there that time, but it's like as soon as I move you up, you just think it's a great idea to just come out. Oh, okay. I will tell you, your model will not be that. Like, it won't be like this. This is a different one. Yours may not be like that, but we're going to get past this. We're going to get past this. Torso switches. It turns. What we got here in the back? Now, this is interesting. So, oh, that moves. That moves. That's different. That moves. Why would that move? Because that turns. I didn't think that would. Okay. That's cool. That's all right. The Hudson can turn that way. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, we're going to glue you back on. We're gonna glue you. We're going to make sure you stop doing this. You can stop embarrassing me. Embarrassing the person that gave this to me. If they're watching this video. Stop embarrassing us. We're going to stop this. Hey, you ain't going to do that to us. What you're not going to do is, all right. All right. Sorry, we got the nice gauntlets here. Belts. This is where the sword would be held. So we're going to move that arm there. And you're going to just slide in there, right? You're going to slide in there. Yeah, we're going to take that arm off. That's all right. Just embarrass us, man. Just embarrassing. How dare you? We're going to keep you in there, too. I ain't going to put you in your hand. It's just too many strikes, man. Too many strikes. Hold on. It's in there. So we're just going to poke out that way and have your arm in there like this. Okay. And then we're going to take a look at your arm later on. I'm going to do a little surgery, a little doctors. I'm probably not going to put the wings on without being on camera because you tripping. All right. Is that it? Can we move on, please? All right. Again, weird. So we got to put the wings here. So I'm definitely going to take his head off to do that. And I think that is it. So let's just talk about this guy. This guy is... So if you look at Gargoyles, you really got to look at the first 5 episodes. The first 5 episodes of that show, which I hope they redo Gargoyles. I really hope they give us an updated version of it. Not redo, but updated version of Gargoyles. I would like to see it in a good CGI version, or I don't know, maybe like What If on Disney, Marvel, or something up to date. Because you look at it now, you're like, I see the dated. I see it's kind of outdated. But it really is a cool show. The first 5 episodes give you what happened in a good enough detail to really get you hooked into the whole lore or the whole story for gargoyles in their newfound time. So basically what happened was that some soldiers were trying to do some harm to some people at the castle, whatever. You know, the gargoyles, they were cool with the folks, and they were going to protect everybody, and it was just a ruse that happened. And him and Goliath went out to go stop some people. Turned out it was a trap, and it was just a distraction to get them away from the castle. And it was basically so that these particular folks can destroy the gargoyles while they were asleep. You know, because they turned to stone in the daytime. So they were hoping that all the gargoyles would be there, and they would just do whatever they can to get in position so they can just destroy the gargoyles and take over the castle, whatever the case is. Right? But since Goliath and Hudson were not there, they couldn't make it back to the castle in time, and the sun came up while they were out there, which ended up saving their life because those who wanted to destroy the gargoyles actually did it. They got them. Now, the reason why the Rookery brothers, they survived is because they got in trouble with Goliath, and Goliath said, go down to the Rookery until I tell you to come out. And basically, they were down in the Rookery. No one knew that, and they survived. That was kind of crazy. Now, Demona, this is what got her and Goliath on the wrong foot. Demona was in on the whole situation. She was the one who coerced or got in with the folks that were going to destroy the castle because she was all about, let's get rid of these humans. These humans are a problem. I don't like them. They're a plague. We need to get the whole world out, the humans off this planet. This is fine. I don't want to do this. And basically what she was trying to do is she was trying to get everybody, she was trying to do something with the humans, but she wasn't trying to get the gargoyles to die. It was a mistake. Like, she wanted Goliath to take all the gargoyles away from the castle. But instead, he made some gargoyles stay, and then they're the ones who got messed up. But it ultimately, of course, was Demona's fault because of her doing her thing. And that's what happened. That's how these two survived, and the Rookery brothers survived. And they were the only remaining gargoyles at that particular time, at that castle, at that location, that survived at that particular moment. Now, this man has a scar on his eye. At some point in time, he got into a battle with a mage, some sort, and he got his eye messed up, which is, he can't see out of it. He just got his right eye, and so that's what he is. So the man has been through a whole lot. This gargoyle has been through so much. All right, now we've done all that. Let's finally put his wings on and get out of here, because we're going to have to do some surgery, some type of remedy for this guy, because he's been through it. Getting too old for this. All right, so hold on. Okay, so good news. I was able to see that as soon as I said good news. Good news is that his head came off with no problem, and it was able to be put back on with no problem. So with some of these figures, you would have the hole be a little bit bigger, too big to where you can put the head on properly. Like what happened with my Biker Mice from Mars. It's not like that. It fits on properly. So here he is with his I'm upset head, like I'm tired of y'all, how long will I be with y'all type head. It's just not worth it. Okay, I'm tired of being here with y'all. This is ridiculous. Get away from my castle. Get your behind off my property. This is one of those old surly gentlemen that would like really snap on you when you come too close to their yard. Hey, get this junk off my yard. You know, all that stuff. It's like McDowell from McDowell Restaurant. Hey, what are you doing? Get out of here if I bust that camera. You know, all that stuff. So, yeah, that's what he's doing right there. So, but man, look at those wings. Let me go ahead and pan out, because this is where it's at. This is what you want. This is what you came to see. Look at who you came to see. You better. Shout out to Tony Baker. Look at them big wings, man. Them wings are off the daggum chain. That's what I'm talking about, man. I mean, it's so cool to see something like this. And I mean, for the price point, man. I mean, something like this, I mean, you would think would cost so much money. You would think that this is a sculpted, I mean, it's sculpted, of course. You would think this is something like a statue or what have you that would just cost a whole lot of money. But no, it's a plastic figure that you can get for less than $40, depending on where you get it, how you got it, what kind of discounts you got on your account, so forth and so on. This is so cool right here, man. And then let's take a look at the back here. So yes, even though that can move here, you don't have to be concerned with that. That can just be as flush as you want it to be. It's in there. As you can see, the wings go in there, no problem. I don't have an issue with them sticking out too far or anything like that. The head is on, the tail goes in, so forth and so on. It's just the only issues that I had, you saw, was the left arm popping off and this right here that just needs to be glued back on, which is just fine. But like I said, this pops in or can go right back in, no issues, and it's not a big problem. Not like anything falls out, nothing like really loose. Let me check, do a little drop test, shake test. Yeah, that's it. That's all. So once you put this in here and glue it on, you good. So we're done with that. We're going to just let that stay there and be done. Oh, man. But I'm happy, man. I'm happy that I got me a Hudson. Again, I got to figure out what I'm going to do. I got to adjust and see where I'm going to put this guy. I might have him in a completely different spot. Him and the dog. Since those two are really, really, like, enjoying each other's company, sitting down watching TV. So I'm going to have him and Bronx be in a completely different spot, and that's just how it's gonna have to be since Hudson has showed up, and Bronx has been next to Goliath all this time. So we'll just do this. We'll just do it that way. But I think this is really good. Let me just go ahead and get back in here so we can get a good old close up of this man one more time. That's a little too much. Right here, man. Good old Hudson. I like it. I really appreciate this figure being made. All of the Gargoyles figures, once again, absolutely 100% worth it. Get yourself some Gargoyles, jump on them, and jump on the cartoon, and I would say read the comics, but jump on the cartoon. Jump on it and see what the fuss is all about. Why the figures were made. Why people are talking about Gargoyles. Why we wouldn't mind having a, dare I say, live action or CGI. A live action would be kind of cool. Like a real gritty live action version of the Gargoyles. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. That would be cool. See what the fuss is all about, because Gargoyles is that deep. It's a deep show. It really is cool. One of the best shows that ever came out on Disney. What was it, Disney Afternoon? I forgot exactly when Gargoyles came on. Shoot, it wasn't part of the Disney Afternoon because we had some other stuff like, the Quack Pack and whatever. I know Saturday morning we had like the Mighty Ducks, and I'm not sure when Gargoyles came on, but man, check it out. All right, I'm not going to ramble on any more about them. Again, you know I love me some Gargoyles. This is my jam, so forth and so on. I am done with my collection. Thank you, friend. You are a good one. You're a real trooper. Appreciate you. If you have this, if you have any Gargoyles figures, let me know how you feel about Gargoyles. Talk about it. Let me know what's going on with you. How you feel about Gargoyles. Are you going to complete this line? Are you going to get all the rest of them just because you don't know what the fate of these are going to be now that it's done? It's pretty much been done for a long time. What are you going to do? Just let me know in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe, whatever. And that's it, man. Have fun. Have fun collecting, man. Because I'm having fun. And you should have fun, too. Collecting is fun, y'all. I'm out of here. Be easy.